Hiya, so we're just going to go through a really nice short Pilates session. So this can be done in the morning when you get up, or midday if you're sat at home working from home. Okay, so we're just going to go through a nice little warm up. So we're going to start with posture. So we're going to stand with feet hip width apart. We're going to go for a little rock just onto the balls of the feet and onto the heels. So if you can, just lifting those toes up. We want to try and bring those shoulders right down, so backing down the rib cage. Okay, so when you're ready to, plant those feet down so they're nice and grounded through the toes and the heels. Hips are level, and let's do some shoulder rolls back. So we're lifting those shoulders right up and we're getting them right backing down the rib cage. Excellent, so we're trying to crack that walnut in between those shoulder blades. So when you feel like you're ready to, hold those shoulders right back and down, relaxing through the arms. So we've got the chest is lifted, and we want to imagine a rope is pulling us up really nice and tall. So we'll just go through a pelvic tilt, so hands on the pelvis if you want to. Curl the tailbone underneath and curl it behind. So we'll just do a couple of these, and we want to find a midway point. So when you feel you're a little bit flatter, hold it there and take the hands away. Great stuff. So we'll go through the lateral breath, so we're breathing all the way into the rib cage, all the way around, so thoracic spine as well on the back, blowing the air all the way out. So when you're ready to, nice big breath in. Keeping those shoulders down and breath out. And again, big breath in. And breath out. Breath in, really filling those lungs. And breath all the way out, engaging that transverse abdominis. Let's do two more here. Big breath in. Breath out. One more here. Big breath in, nice and long. And breath out. Okay, so we want to bring that pelvic floor into it now. So the pelvic floor muscles are sling muscles from the front to the back of the pelvis. If you hear any grunting, it's just Jasper, just to the side of me, okay? So what we want to do is imagine that bladder is really full. You've been holding it for some time, and we're going to go for a really big lift as we exhale, okay? So nice big breath in. Now as we breathe out, lift that pelvic floor. Then relax it as you inhale. Breath out, big lift. Breath in, relax. Nice long breath through the rib cage, hold it there, and then breath out, big lift. Let's do two more. Breath in, relax. Breath out, lift. Last ones. Breath in, relax. And breath out, big lift. Excellent. So we're just going to work through the shoulders now. So as we breathe out, lift and hold that pelvic floor. So we're going to take a breath in. So take one hand up, look at the hand, and breath out as we come behind. Change arms. So breath in as we come all the way up, and breath out to come behind. And again, breath in, and breath out. Change arms. Lifting that pelvic floor as you exhale. Really focus on that breath. Try and just focus on this moment, taking this time out for you. Let's do one more on each arm. And last one. Inhale and exhale. Okay. So we're just going to come to the edge of the mat now. We're going to do some roll downs. We really want to articulate through the spine so that we feel nice and flexible and mobile when we're going through the exercises. So just get that mat in the right position. Make sure you can still see me and hear me. So we're going to start with feet hip width apart, chest is lifted, shoulders are back. We're going to hook the chin, so you can place your fingers there if you want to as a guide. Hook the chin, take the hand away, shoulders forwards, bring that belly button in, one vertebrae at a time, start to roll yourself down. So we're going for a nice big C shape through the spine, coming down just as far as you can, dropping the head,
And then we're going to roll ourselves all the way back up. Imagine you're stacking your vertebrae up against a wall.
Make sure the shoulders come up and then the head comes up. Let's do 2 more. So hooking the chin, shoulders forwards, belly button in to try and get that C shape.
Nice big flexion through the spine. Dropping the head if you can, don't do it if you feel dizzy. And then rolling yourself back up.
Don't try and aim to touch the floor, just come to your end of range. Let's do 1 more. So hooking the chin, shoulders, rolling down in your time.
Okay, so now when we get to the bottom, we're just going to bend the knees
and walk ourselves out into all fours, okay? So we want to get this spine in a nice neutral position. So if we go for a cat stretch, we're going to inhale all the way up, exhale all the way down, lifting the chest. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 1 more. Inhale and exhale. So we just want to find a midway point. So just like your pelvic tilt, just find that midway point in between those 2 movements that we were just doing. Now we're going to take left hand, right foot, and we're just going to inhale to slide away, keeping ourselves on the mat. Exhale to return to all fours. Inhale as we change, right hand, left foot. So keeping those hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and we're getting straight into it. So what you want to be mindful of is your pelvis and your back. You want to keep them really still. So imagine you've got a ball on your back, you don't want it to drop off. Inhale and exhale. Keep that going. Keep that pelvis really still. See if you can lift that pelvic floor as you exhale. Excellent. Now let's see if we can bring the hand and the arm up. So we're going to inhale to come up, arm in line the shoulder, leg in line the hip. Exhale back to all fours and change. So inhale up, nice and straight. Exhale back down. Keep that going. Well done. Over here. Good boy. Excellent. So we'll do a few of these. So nice long line. Imagine a rope is pulling your fingers and your toes. So if you're wobbling a bit, don't come up so high. Inhale as you lift. So we're working on core strength here because we're keeping on top of that core stability. Keeping ourselves really nice and still. Okay, let's change this then. So as we come in here, we're going to see if we can exhale to bring the knee to elbow and then return to all fours, okay? So we're going to inhale into Superman and then exhale, bring that knee right into the elbow, back to all fours. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Excellent, keep that going. So remember, we're engaging that transverse abdominis as we exhale, and we really need it on these ones to really help to keep our form strong. So we're maintaining control and precision, principles of Pilates. Okay, let's do 1 more on each side. Well done. Get that form absolutely perfect. Last one. Excellent. Okay, so just to give these wrists a rest, we're just going to take the knees out, feet together, come into a child's pose. Extend those arms. Just relax into that child's pose, bring that breath down so it's really nice and steady. Okay, so let's just come back into our all fours. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to do a really nice mobilisation exercise, thread the needle. So if we go for right arm, we're going to inhale as we come all the way underneath, big reach, and then exhale as we reach all the way up to the ceiling. So inhale as you come under, look at the hand, and exhale all the way up. Excellent, 2 more. Long breaths, opening up through the thoracic spine and through the chest. Let's do 1 more. Last one. Great stuff. Let's change arms. So left hand this time. So inhale to come under. Don't worry if you can't come this far down. Exhale all the way up to the ceiling. So inhale under. And exhale up. Keep it steady. Nice big movement. So we're going to do 2 more. And 1 more. Great stuff. Excellent. So we're going to come all the way onto our front now. Okay. So from here, if you can, I want you to have your arms out above you. Okay. So we're going to be looking down to the mat, and we're going to inhale as we lift one arm, exhale as we lower. Inhale to lift the other arm, exhale to lower. And again. Jasper, over here. Over here. Keep that going. Over here. Wait there. Sit there. Well done. Keep that going. So if you're struggling with straight arms, then we can do bent arms, okay? So inhale as you lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. So we're just working through those shoulder blades. And we can either rest the head down, or if that's uncomfortable, then just keep the head lifted. Great stuff. Okay, so now can we do a double? So if you're doing bent arms, we're going to lift both arms up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Excellent. Okay, let's do 2 more. Last one. Great stuff. Okay, so now I'm just going to work on these glutes. So these muscles here. So we're going to squeeze the bum muscles, feet are hip width apart. We're going to inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Relax. Lift and lower. So if you're not sure if they're lifting, just place the backs of your hands on top. Just make sure they're squeezing. Might take a couple of goes just to get them fully activated. Excellent. I want to get these glutes really nice and strong to really help with our posture. So we need strong glutes when we're picking things up, if we're picking up children maybe with a flat back, if we're lifting shopping out of the car, if we're walking upstairs, uphill, sitting down, getting up to stand, anything like that. We really need these glutes really strong. Okay, let's do 2 more. Keep those legs straight. Last one. Great stuff. So let's bring these arms back into it. So if we're doing bent arms, we're now getting to inhale. So we squeeze and lift the arms and the chest this time and the legs. Exhale, lower. Inhale as we lift. Exhale, lower. And go. Great stuff. If we can on the next one, inhale, lift. Exhale, big reach. Return and lower. So if you already have your arms extended, that is great. So we'll be doing this. So you're really going to feel this in the back. Okay, let's do 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Take it back into that child's pose. So knees wider than the hips, feet together, extending the hands right up the mat. Relaxing that head right down. Great stuff. Okay, so from your child's pose then, we're going to come into all fours and we're going to work on these glutes a little bit more whilst working on pelvic stability. So if you pick a glute, I'm going to go for my right. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Squeeze that glute. We're going to inhale as we go for a 90-degree angle lift. Exhale to come back. Same leg. Squeeze the glute. Inhale as we lift. Exhale as we lower. So you'll feel that you will be distributing that weight through each of the shoulder. So we're working through shoulders, strength. Also working on that core by keeping that pelvis nice and still. So inhale as we lift, exhale lower. Let's do 2 more. Make sure that knee comes back to all fours. Always checking yourself. Last one. Okay, so we're going to change sides now. So we're going to squeeze that opposite glute, lifting that opposite leg up. So we're bringing in some proprioception now, which really challenges the brain. So we're trying to get that leg up where we want it to be, where we think it is in our mind. Use that breath to really focus on it. So we're also working on hip mobility, so we're stretching through the front of the hip as we're doing this. Okay, let's do last 2. 2 more, well done. And last one. Excellent. So let's take it all the way back to the mat. I'm just going to go through a stretch, okay? So we're going to keep the feet down, hands either side of the mat, and we're just going to bring ourselves up and hold it here into a stretch. Looking down towards the mat, and then gently look over to your right shoulder, really gently, back to centre, look over to your left shoulder. Back to centre, all the way back down to the mat. Push yourself back into a child's pose. Reaching those hands right out, knees are wide. Nice steady breaths. Okay, so from here, come back into all fours, and then we want to come onto our feet. So however's best for you, but try and keep your head low. Feet hip width apart, toes and heels are grounded. When you're ready, roll yourself back up. 1 vertebrae at a time, keeping those feet grounded. Bringing that belly button in, head is coming up last. Roll those shoulders right back, get them backing down away from the ears. And let's finish with 3 breaths in and out. So let's go for a big breath in and breath out. Breath in, into the ribs, breath out. 1 more, breath in and breath out. Well done. You're all done. So this can be done first thing in the morning or during the day, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Thank you.